So very good morning dear students. I hope in the previous video what all introduction which has been given by me you have understood it very well, and whatever I have told you to do, I think you should follow all those things. Alright, now we are coming to the very different topic of the trigonometry in the today's video, that is the trigonometric function of sum and difference. So let me tell you one important thing before starting, that whatever I am doing here in the videos, please go through it very properly, because I am doing according to the latest syllabus. That means the reduced syllabus. I am taking only those topics, and whichever I am not taking, because we haven't learned the relation and function chapter. So we will see one of the exercise we have to do that is included in our syllabus. We'll do it afterward, no problem in that. So right now I'm taking one topic of trigonometry, and that this topic is totally new for you, so please understand it very keenly and thoroughly. Okay, so I'm writing something here. So the very first basic result I have written here, that is sine of minus x is equal to minus of sine x, and cos of minus x is equal to cos x. So what is this minus x? This is actually a negative angle. We have seen the positive angles like sine theta, but we haven't seen sine of minus theta. So yes, the angle also exists in the negative way, that is sine of minus theta. Sine of minus theta is minus of sine theta, and if you talk about the cos theta, then the negative angle of cos theta is always a positive. Now what is the reason why this is not negative? This I will explain you in this video only, but in the that means coming time. Okay, now let us come to some very important formulas which you need to remember, okay, because this will help you in 11th, 12th and coming time. So you need to remember this formula, they are very important. So first formula, that is sin x plus y is equal to sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Okay, and sin x minus y is sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. So if you have the positive sign here, then here positive. If you have negative sign here, so here negative. So and this formula. Now how to use this formula or verify this formula? So for example, this I've taken here one example. Since we know that sine 90 degrees is what? 1. Okay, let us take LHS. Sine 90, can we write this sine 90 degree as sine 45 plus 45, because 45 plus 45 is what? 90 degree. And as we can see that in this we can use this formula, that is sine x plus y. Sine x cos y plus cos x sin y. Here this is our x and this is our y. So sine 45 cos 45 plus cos 45 sin 45, as x and y they both are same. Alright, so sin 45 is what? 1 upon under root 2. Cos 45 is what? 1 upon under root 2. Plus cos 45 is again 1 upon under root 2, and sin 45 is also 1 upon under root 2. So 1 into 1, 1. Root 2 into root 2 will give you 2. Then plus sign here. Again same case, half plus half, 1. Now you can see this question in one more way, that sin 90 can be written as sin 60 plus 30. So what changes you will see in this step? Here sin 60 cos 40 plus cos 60 sin 30. Okay, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So sin 60 cos 40 plus cos 60 sin 30. So just put and check whether we are getting the correct answer or not. Sin 60 degree is what? Root 3 by 2, and cos 30 degrees root 3 upon 2. Cos 60 is what? 1 upon 2, and sin 30 is what? 1 upon 2. Root 3 into root 3 will get 3. 2 2s are 4, plus this is 1 upon 4. Okay, like fraction, 3 plus 1 4. 4 upon 4 is what? 1. We got the same answer. So this formula is, you can prove like this, understand like this. Okay, alright, now let us come to the second important formula of cos. So as sin x plus y the identity we have, so we have cos x plus y and cos x minus y also we have. So cos x plus y identity is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, and cos x minus y identity is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. Now you know how to just verify this identity. Take one example as we have taken in the previous one. You take example of your own and try to verify that whether this formula is correct or not for your sake. Okay, like this you can understand. Okay, now only left is what? 10. So 10x plus y identity says 10x plus 10y upon 1 minus 10x 10y, and similarly for 10x minus y identity the signs will be changed, plus minus minus plus, rest all things will be same, that is 10x minus 10y upon 1 plus 10x 10y. Okay, now we can make one more formula from this one as 10x plus y. Can we make the formula of cot x plus y? How? So as we know that by this formula 10 can be written as 1 upon cot x plus y is equal to tan. In place of tan you write cot x, plus in place of tan y you write cot y upon 1 minus 1 upon cot x into 1 upon cot y. Alright, now what you do, just take LCM over here. Okay, this will be multiplied here, this will be multiplied here. So I'm writing in arranged way also, cot x plus cot y upon, so these two will be cot x cot y whole upon, you multiply this with here, so cot x cot y minus 1 upon cot x cot y. As you can cancel this denominator, and this is 1 upon cot x plus y, so you are left with cot x plus cot y upon cot x cot y minus 1, and this is 1 upon cot x plus y. Now what you want cot x plus y. So if you reverse this, you need to reverse this also. This is what, isn't it invertendo? We are using invertendo, that means you invert this one, so you need to invert this also. So we can understand cot x plus y identity will become cot x cot y minus 1 upon cot x plus cot y. Understood? So one assignment I am giving you. See, as we have the formula of sin x plus y, we have the formula of cos x plus y. If you divide it, you will get tan x plus y. So you know the tan x plus y identity came from this only. If you divide sin x plus y identity with cos x plus y identity and get me, that means the solution of this should be tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. Okay, so this is your assignment. Just use your brain to do this question. Okay, if you won't get, I'm there to solve you, but you try at least for once. Okay. Okay, if we come to the another two identities, so the another two identities says that sin x plus y into sin x minus y will be equal to sin square x minus sin square y. Isn't this looking like a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square? Okay, so that is what they have used here. And another identity, cos x plus y, cos x minus y is cos square x minus cos square y. Now you can prove this identity. How? You already have sin x plus y identity and sin x minus y identity. Put the values and just try to get sin square x minus sin square y. And similarly you do for this identity also. Okay. Now my dear children, I want all your attention here, because whatever I am going to explain you, that will be going to be very, very important for you, because many of the students find problem in understanding the concept which I am going to explain you. Alright, okay, so please be attentive here. So as I told you that in the 10th class we have seen up to 90 degree, okay, and further we are going to see, that means after 90 degree we'll go up to 360 degree. All right, first thing. Second thing, we have seen the conversions like sine 90 minus theta is what? Cos theta, and cos 90 minus theta is again sine theta. That means the function changes into its co-function. Okay, co-function, are you understanding what co-functions is? They are trying to explain that the co-function of sine is cos, okay, and the co-function of sec is what? Cosec, and the co-function of tan is what? Cot. Actually sine is what? Cosine. So co is used in place of sine. See, sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, tangent, cotangent. So co is used. So sine, this is the function and they are the co-function. So always remember, sine converts into cosine, sec converts into cosec, and tangent convert into cotangent. Okay, second thing. Third thing, you have seen that whatever I said, sine 90 minus theta equal to cos theta. So you only have seen 90 minus theta. Now you would be having the case 90 plus theta, or 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 360 plus theta, kind of like. So what to do? This we are going to study right now. Okay, so let me first make a graph here. The graph. Okay, what does this that means axis to axis they are trying to represent. Say this is 0 degree. Okay, if you went up to here, that means how much you traveled? 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. Okay, and how much you will travel here? This will be 180 degree. Okay, that means 90. After 180, how much will be this angle? 180 plus 90 will give you what? 270 degree. And after 270 plus 90, you will get 360 degree. So if you see from the initial position, you will have a 0, and if you see from the terminal position, that means from the back, this will be a 360 degree. All right. So here, now very first thing. Now second thing, you see, you have to remember one thing, that all the trigonometric functions, that means all the 6 trigonometric functions, they are positive in this quadrant. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So all the trigonometric functions are positive here. Okay, and here only sine function is positive in the second quadrant. In the third quadrant, only cos function is positive. Okay, and in this the tan function is positive. Now you are a little bit confused that what positive I'm trying to explain. So you just listen to me and remember the things. All the trigonometric functions are positive here. Only sine and cosec, because sine and cosec, they both are in relation. So sine and cosec, they both are positive. Rest all the other trigonometric functions will be negative. Okay, vice versa. Cos and sec will be positive, other will be negative, and tan and cot will be positive and other will be negative. Okay, this much I think it is clear to you. How can you remember that positive, negative? So you can there is one mnemonic of remembering this one. Add sugar, all sine, tan, cot. Wait. I have made one mistake here. Actually, this is the tan and this is cos. See, I used the mnemonic and accordingly I was wrong. I used the mnemonic as add sugar to coffee. ASTC, add sugar to coffee. Okay, so you can remember this, that in which quadrant which things are positive or negative. Now you will understand what is the meaning of all this thing. If I ask you that what is this quadrant, what is this first quadrant, okay, so you will tell me that this quadrant is nothing but this is 90 minus of theta. See, this is the accurate 90 degree. Okay, so what will be this whole plane? This will be 90 minus theta. So this is 90 minus theta we can consider. So if I ask you what will be this quadrant, this is accurate 90 and this is some addition. So this is 90 plus theta. All right. Now, if we talk about this 180 degree, so this 180 degree, if I talk about here, so this plane is 90 plus theta as well as 180 minus theta. Okay. And if we talk about this quadrant, this is 180 plus of theta. Okay. Again, this quadrant can also be expressed as 270 minus theta, and this quadrant is 270 minus theta. 270 plus theta, and this quadrant can also be expressed as 360 minus theta. Now you would be thinking that where will the 360 plus theta will go? So you know, you are not limited with 360 degree. You can go up to 720. Okay, in thousands also you can go, but as we are expressing this in 2 dimension, so we cannot go like inside this one. Okay. Okay, here you have a clear picture. Previous that was somewhat hodgepodge. So how I have mentioned all sine, tan, cos, 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 270 plus minus theta, and 360 plus minus theta. Like this I have expressed. Now, what you have to understand next is you have to remember 2 things. Okay, that when function changes, okay, when function changes means what I'm trying to say, that function changes into co-function. So in 2 degrees, that means in 2 things your function changes. Those 2 things are 90 plus minus theta and 270 plus minus theta. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That your function will change into its co-function if you have 90 plus minus theta or 270 plus minus theta. So I'm writing here, it function changes, FC I'm denoting. Okay, and here also function changes. And in which 2 things your functions will not change? The remaining these 2. Okay, so in this 2 function not changes. So for that I'm writing FNC. Okay, here also I'm writing FNC. See, I'm making a mnemonics for you to understand it more better. Okay, so let me repeat. The function changes into its co-function in 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta. And your function never changes or not changes in 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, and 360 plus theta, 360 minus theta. Alright. Alright, now I think it is the time to verify one very important thing which you already seen in 10th class. You know, you have seen sine 90 minus theta, okay, which is what? Cos theta. Now you know we will verify by this diagram. How? Sine 90 minus theta. First you see this is 90 minus theta. Where 90 minus theta will fall? This will fall in the first quadrant. Alright. So as I have written all, that means all the trigonometric functions are positive. So this is positive. That means whatever answer we will get, that will be a positive. So it is already positive. Sine changes into cos. I told you that FC, that means 90 plus minus theta, the function changes. So sine changed into the cos, and whatever your theta, we put theta over here, and this is a positive sign. So hence we verified this question by this one. Okay, now let us go somewhat challenging in this one. Now if I ask you, can you tell me what will be cos 90 plus theta? So what will be your answer? So first of all, you see 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta means the second quadrant. 90 plus theta, the function changes. So cos will change into sine. So we wrote sine here. First thing, 90 plus theta, function changed, cos changed into sine. Now 90 plus theta is this one. In this one only sine will be positive, rest all will be what? Negative. We have cos here. So in the answer the answer we have to put negative sign here, and theta, you keep theta as it is. So your cos 90 plus theta is minus of sine theta. Okay, let us take this case, tan 180 plus theta. So 180 plus theta, I told you function never changes, so tan will be tan only. Okay, now whether it is positive or negative, so how to check whether it is positive or negative? 180 plus theta. What is 180 plus theta? That means the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, only tan and cot will be positive, rest all other are negative. So the question is what? Tan only. So tan, it is in the its quadrant, so it is positive only. And what is the theta? So here, so we got tan 180 plus theta equal to tan theta. Okay, now I am going to ask you some questions. I'll write the question here, that means conversion question. You make this graph in the copy, write all these things, keep in mind the theory which I have explained. You know, this thing you won't get in any of the book explaining, that means the way I have explained you here in the video, you won't get this explanation in any of the book, because this is one trick I have shared with you. Okay, trick to solve such type of questions. Okay, so I'm writing some questions, you do those questions. All right, but before that, you just see in the book you will see the questions in terms of pi. So first you understand what is pi. The pi, this is one of the, that means way of expressing that 180 degree is equal to pi radian. Okay, so pi is equal to 180 degree. So how can we express 90 degree? Pi by 2. 180 is already pi, 270 we can express as 3 pi by 2, and 360 degree we express as 2 pi. You know, you can convert this degree into pi. How? If pi is equal to 180 degree, then what is 1 degree equal to? Pi by 180. Okay, right upon left. If pi is 180 degree and you need to find the value of 1 degree, so 1 degree will be equal to, you divide both the sides by 180 degree, so pi by 180 degree is equal to 1. Now if I want to go for 270 degree, so 270 degree will be equal to pi by 180 into 270. 0 to 0 we have cancelled, this cancelled with 9 table, 3 upon 2, so 3 pi by 2. So like this you can express any of the degree in terms of pi. Okay, so like this. Now I am writing the questions. So please do these questions. I have written in terms of pi, that is 3 pi by 2 is 270 degree, pi is 180 degree, like that I have written. So take a snap, or you just pause the video, write the questions and solve this question and just show it to me. I'll share with you other questions also, okay, of this kind. All right, so please do a good practice of this exercise, because this is very important for you. So that's it for today, my dear children. Thank you so much.